Hello, everyone on Facebook. Welcome to this live Q&A. I'm just going to bring up our Instagram as well. Welcome, everyone. Say hi if you're joining the chat. Hello, everyone on Instagram. Welcome. I am doing a live Q&A tonight all about living with purpose. And I hope you guys are going to give me some help to actually give me some questions to do so that I can answer for you guys. But I have actually had a few questions coming through today about what is living with purpose and all of the details. Is this for me? Is it not? Is it not? Hi, guys. Hi, Louisa. Hi. Hi, guys. Nice to see you on there. If you're on Facebook, say hi. I was just thinking, I'm always telling people to flex their nervous system and to do things that are stretching them, and I can tell you going live in 3 places at once is really stretching my nervous system right now. So this is me going to my growth edge and doing a lot of techie stuff here. But I want to do this because I really want to share with you a lot of stuff tonight that I've been asked by people, and I thought this is a great way to do it. So let's dive in. What is this Living with Purpose course or program that I run? So this is my signature program where I work with women who are feeling either a little bit stuck or stagnant, or that they're feeling like they're in a bit of a holding pattern in some area of their life, and they're ready to step into something more meaningful, more purposeful. They're ready to feel like they can switch on their light and get their spark back, and really create something which gives you more impact, more income, and more inspiration in your life. So that's the program in a nutshell. We're kind of moving women from one place to another. And why I teach this is because I myself have been through this. I've been in a place where I did feel like I was kind of stuck or stagnant, or it felt a bit like Groundhog Day. I couldn't quite get the traction I wanted, and I went on a big path to find my purpose. And now I've worked with hundreds of people all over the world, just like you, who are really wanting more meaning or wanting to move forward and get momentum in some aspect of their life. So I've just done a 3-day training, and I didn't talk a lot about what the actual program looks like, and I'm going to talk about that more tonight. So what it is, it's a 10-week program, and it's a group coaching program, but it's also an online program. So you're going to work through modules that are diving deeply into self-development. There is so much content in there. Hi, Steph. Steph knows, she's done it. There's lots in there, isn't there, Steph? So yeah, you kind of go on your own journey through the content and a lot of self-inquiry stuff. And then we come together every week and we deconstruct what you've been working on, what you've been learning about yourself. And we do some deep group coaching in that space every week on a Monday. So some people ask me, oh, I'm not very good at finishing courses, or I'm not very consistent. Is this course for me? What I will say is, because we come together every week and you're going to meet the other woman together, there is a momentum where you're going to want to keep doing the work in between the sessions and moving through the modules, because we're kind of moving through a process that you'll want to keep moving along with the group with. So don't worry if you're kind of telling yourself the story like, I'm not very consistent, I never finish things. These are also core beliefs that we want to work on, because if they're showing up here in the course, they're probably going to show up in your business or in whatever you pivot into next. So the course is like a place to practice the work, to look at our thoughts, our beliefs, our words, and to really make sure that we align them to where we want to be in that next step that we're stepping into. So I also do Facebook Lives every Friday where you guys ask me questions about things that are showing up for you with regards to, you know, in your own personal life or within the content. And I will show up like this and I will share as much as I can with you about that specific topic for you guys. So that is kind of what the program looks like. It's my signature program. This is the last time I will run it this year, and it is a 10-week program with the option to carry on in a membership once you've finished. If you feel like, oh my gosh, then what happens after I've done all this work and got all this clarity, and then where do I go next? So there is an option for people who want to carry on this work and make it a lifestyle to stay with a group of women who are all supporting each other to rise and to carry on staying accountable. So some of the things that people often say is that I don't have time to do this work on myself. It's not, my life is too full and too busy. And what I will say to that is that you will never really have the time, the perfect time, or there won't be the perfect time to do this work. We have to make the time to do this. And sometimes we feel like our life is so full, and then we suddenly find there's certain things that maybe we need to adjust to make the time. And that's actually a leadership challenge to you to find a way to do that. You know, I'm also doing a program myself, and I had to get up at 4:45 this morning to make sure that I showed up for that. And I probably didn't think I had the time to do it, but I had to make the time. I have to make the time because I've invested in it, and it's really, really important for my big picture of where I want to go. So the other question is, I don't have the money to do the course, and that's a really valid thing to raise. I have created a 6-month payment plan for those people who feel like this is too much of an investment for me. So I have created, I think you can start at $265 a month to make that viable for people. And I also really hope that through the program, we do a lot of work on your money story. There's a guest speaker who comes in and talks about money and money wellness. And we look at some of your core money beliefs, and hopefully really by stepping into your power and confidence, then you're going to be able to attract in more of that money, or ask for that raise, or whatever it is that's hopefully going to bring in more income for you in the long run. What else have I got here? So one question is I really like my job or career right now. Is it right for me to come and do this course about purpose? And what I'd say to you on that is, I have such a wide range of people coming to do the program. Some people are really coming to find what it is that's their thing, and really understand who they are and who they're going to be, and why they're here, and how to have a bigger impact. Some people aren't even sure if they really are here to find their purpose. They just know that they're not feeling how they want to feel in life. They're maybe not feeling that juiciness or that joy or that excitement. They're feeling like maybe their light has been dulled a little bit. And some people come for one thing and they get something totally different. You might come for your purpose and find that a whole lot of stuff comes out about your relationship, or the way you parent if you're a parent, or some old beliefs and subconscious beliefs that you're going to start to unpack in this course. So we are moving towards you really understanding your purpose, but the purpose is a very holistic thing. It's not just a job at the end, it's who you want to be in this next chapter. So really that's a great question for you guys to think about right now, is who do I want to be in my next chapter? And we're always moving through different chapters in life. And a lot of us are kind of hustling, and we're working and trying to achieve the next thing, or tick off the next thing, or, you know, we're on the run. And the question that I raised in the training is like, who are you being while you are moving forward towards those goals? Because if you're not being in a state of joy, or you're not being in a state of contentment or calm, or if you're being really controlling or judgmental, then you're probably not in your right state of being. It doesn't matter how many things you tick off on your list. So the program is very much working on who you're being. And once you get your being state into alignment, then you find that you can do and have so much more with so much more ease and grace as well. Hi, lovely people that are joining. Hi, Kimbers. Hi, Naz. So nice to see you there. Hi, Joe. Some awesome women that have done the program before, so have heard me speak a lot. It's beautiful to have you guys here. Thanks for joining. Some more questions. So I've got a few specific questions on times and days. So what time do we meet? So we will meet on a Monday, and that in New Zealand time is 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time is 6 p.m. and in the UK we have 9 a.m. I think we have at least one person from the UK joining. So I know it's not a great time for the US, and I may do something just for you guys at some point. So yeah, we usually meet for around an hour. Sometimes it goes slightly over, but it is around about 1 hour. And then the Friday live is, again, you can watch that at any time, and that's just you sending me the questions and I reply. So we're getting down into the detail here, but there's some of the questions that I've had asked. And then I've had another specific question, which is how many people? Usually I take between 10 and 15. I have taken 20 before, but I'm thinking this will be around 10 to 20. And I really like to keep it that size so that I can really get to know you. And I guess one of the things that makes this program different from others is that we are in this really tight container, and that I will get to know you really well in this time. I will know your dog's name. I will know the mood that your husband is in or wife, and I will really understand who you are. So this isn't a course where you just pay the money and disappear off and don't finish the course. You and I are going to get to know each other intimately, as you are with the other women in the group. And even if at first you might be thinking, oh, I don't like the idea of coming in and being part of a group, as the women who are probably on here tonight, and if you've heard the panel discussion that was on a couple of nights ago, I'm happy to send that to anybody. Just knowing that the group and the community that you get in this is what you're going to end up loving the most. And I know it's really hard for you to imagine that on this side, but I've just had some women that met in March on my last program. Steph might be here, and these guys today have been chatting on this group, and you would have thought that these women have known each other forever, and that is what's possible because we create a lot of safety, and there's a lot of beauty in knowing that we're all going through the same stuff, because sometimes it can feel like we're the only ones who have these parts of ourselves that we don't like, or that we feel ashamed about or embarrassed about, or the way that we parent or the way we are to our partners. And what is so refreshing in this work is that we're actually all the same, just in slightly different ways. So hi, Emily, beautiful to have you here as well. So many awesome women that are actually part of my community now, who totally light up my life, talking about work that lights you up. So that's some of the specifics. Feel free to ask any questions, guys, if things are dropping in for you. So yeah, so how is this different? As I said, one thing is that we're going to become intimate friends, where I'm going to really get to know you, and I really care about you, and you are definitely a real person to me, not just a number on my program. And I really hope that you'll be in my life for a long time. And what's different about this course as well is that it's not just a paint by number coaching course where we're going to do some, nice self-inquiry and some nice diagrams and come out with a really nice picture of our purpose. We are going to do that. And that's the coaching part of me that comes out to do that. But what's different is that I like to also work a lot in subconscious. I like to bring in my detox therapy, IFS work, and really look at some of the stuff that you can't see from your past, and really unhook some of that in a safe way so that you can stop it showing up and being a pattern in your life as you're moving forward, especially when you're thinking about pivoting or creating something different. So my approach is very much, who are you being in the moment? Who do you want to be in the future? And what has happened in your past that we can either bring into your purpose, or that we need to heal or unhook so that you have the freedom in the future. So I hope that's making sense to you guys. But if you've got any questions on any of that, feel free to drop it in the comments. So yeah, this is deep work, but I feel like the women who come into my program have a readiness to go there, and it always surprises me the beautiful women that have joined, and yeah, I'm really excited, and congratulations to the women who have said yes, because I can't wait to see you. But I also know that it takes a lot of courage, because we start to worry, all of our worries come up when we step into the unknown. As I was saying, you know, stepping into these lives, stepping into lots of technology, it suddenly feels unsafe to our nervous system, and we suddenly want to not take any risks, and we tell ourselves we don't need to do this, or we'll do it later, or it's not the right time. So I really want to commend the women who have said yes to themselves. One, yes to investing in yourself, because it brings up a lot of guilt and a lot of discomfort for some people to purely invest in themselves and not buy clothes or shoes or go on a holiday, but say, I'm investing in me because I'm worth doing this work on, so that I can shine my light brighter and have a bigger impact. So yeah, I just really want to commend you who are stepping into this, because I know that it brings up a lot of fear, and it is scary, but I promise you're in really, really safe hands. Just feel free to drop in any questions. I might not be able to see them all, but if there are any questions, just share away. And I just wanted to leave you guys with some questions if there aren't any new questions coming through. I can't see any on here on my Facebook. So a few things that I really want to ask you is, where are you spending your time? This is something that I sometimes ask women and men to think about. It's like, are you spending all your time kind of on the big vision, always imagining what that looks like? Looking at that big picture, that's what I call looking through the telescope at the stars of what's possible, or but not actually taking the action you need to do to get there, kind of hoping something will change or waiting for something to change, just imagining this future. Or are you right in the detail, like you're under the microscope where you are looking at the detail maybe of day to day, like looking at the petri dish under the microscope, and you're so in here that you're not seeing the big picture. Okay, so you're so in the detail of your day-to-day that you've actually forgotten what it is you're here to do. What does your future look like? What does joy in your future look like? Where is it that you want to go? And it's really finding that beautiful balance of the telescope and the microscope in your life, where you have one eye on the detail of the day-to-day. One, you will be in the weeds some of the time, but how do you also keep your eye on the telescope of what is my big vision, and how and what I'm doing today is making a difference to where I want to be? Because sometimes we get so stuck in the weeds of where we are that we just don't even see what that bigger picture is for us. And I tell you, months or weeks or years go by and we're still in the weeds, and it feels like that vision's getting further and further away. So just for you, questioning, am I kind of just always imagining a different future, or am I just so in the weeds I can't even imagine it? And where do I need to bring a little bit more balance in with those two things? And then another question I really want you to think about is, and it's a Q&A, and I'm asking you the questions because I'm such a coach, I can't help it. So if there's any questions, feel free to drop them in. But for now, here's something I want to ask you, and you might have seen this question before, but it's in 5 years' time, what will you have wished that you could have started doing today? Okay, so what would that future self wish that you had started today to get to where you want to be then? You know, it might be a habit, it might be, you know, sorting out some of these beliefs or some of these habits or some of these parts of you that you know are not making you your best person. You know, start chipping away at some of these ideas, start writing a little part of your book each day. Like, what is it that your future self will wish that you had started? And then my final question, a few of the women I've been speaking to lately know that I've been asking this question of them, and it's really, what is the cost of staying where you are? Okay, so sometimes we don't think about that because we're so busy and our life is so full where we are that we don't think about the cost of not stepping into this next level of ourselves, or doing some of the hard yards, or healing some of our parts. So what's the cost to you if you stay where you are right now? And that might be a certain aspect of your life. Stay in the relationship in the way it is, or stay in the way that you're parenting right now, or staying in your own way of being right now, staying in that job that you don't love right now, staying in a career that's not good for you, what is it, the cost financially, emotionally, for other people around you if you don't actually take that action and create something different? So yeah, that's kind of the question that I really want to leave you guys with. But if you have any other questions, feel free to message them through. So just to recap, the program is, the doors are going to close on Sunday, which is the 17th. There's some amazing bonuses in there, including an in-person day with me, which will be in New Zealand and Australia, hopefully. And so that's you coming to Waihi. And that's, again, something that makes my program different, is that we're going to meet in person for those who can, which is always a really special part of this. And there's some awesome little other mini courses and vision board workshops and guest speakers and things like that that are all included in this. So yeah, it's a really cool experience that isn't just an online course per se at all. It's really a way of being, and it continues on. And there's many people here that have been working together for the last 2 or 3 years. So yeah, it's I love it so much, if you can't already tell that as well. So yeah, so you can just head to my website, simondenny.me, and you can find simondenny.me, and it's called Living with Purpose. And you can always DM me. I'm really happy to get on a call to see how this might fit in your life. And yeah, super happy to take any questions or anything from you guys. But I'm not seeing any questions, and I've probably talked enough, but feel free to approach me. I'm always here and would absolutely love to take you on this journey. As I said, it's the last time this year, so I want to make it really count. All right, everyone, thanks for joining, and thanks for joining on Facebook too. It's awesome to see you guys here. Thank you so much.